All right, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Jay. I got another special guest in the building. I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself.
It's your boy Bobby Bred, reporting live. Shout out to my boy Jay for having me on.
All right, Bobby, where you from, bro?
Southside 79. Moved to the hills though, right around high school and shit though. So I say, a little bit of both.
You say
Southside to the burbs.
You say the hills? What you mean, country club hills or something?
Yeah.
So how was it like navigating both of those environments, like coming from the Southside 79th to going to country club hills?
Shit. When I first moved out there, I mean, it was different though. Man, it's just shit a little more spaced out. But overall, man, I mean, like some real ones out there too. I ran into some of the homies out there. They from the city, so I just kicked it with them for the most part. Like everybody out there really from the city, so it's just pretty much the same. It just look different for real.
I think that's a bad statement that people make. Like, man, suburbs soft type shit. Like, bro, it's people everywhere that do it to you. You feel me?
Facts. I mean, it be a lot of stuff going on, especially out there. Because people come out there and don't think nothing will happen, but it'll happen though. So I mean, it's the same for real. You gotta watch your back anyway. Shit, it's still Cook County too. So I mean, like 15, 20 minutes away from the city.
Facts. Now, where on the 9 did you grow up at?
Oh, right off Racine, West Racine.
Okay, so
on 80th and Elizabeth. Yeah.
Yeah. So how was it like growing up over there?
Rough. Shit, I grew up in my granny basement. Pops, got murdered when I was like 4 years old. That was strong. And then,
Sorry to hear that.
Then my OG, she was working and shit, like 2 jobs, so she wasn't really at the crib like that. Typical growing up in the city shit.
Go outside, figure that shit out.
Pretty much. I mean, shit. Me and my little brothers, I got a couple little brothers. We fend for each other, so we was straight. I mean, one like. I mean, I appreciate it. It made me who I am. So but man, everybody go through ups and downs. It was rough though. Moved to the burbs. I mean, we had similar struggles, but it wasn't the same though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was a little different. Same. I mean, still a struggle, but just different shit than you're struggling on at that point.
Growing up, did you and your brothers used to fight a lot?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, my little brothers, shit. Yeah, I used to have to whoop their ass. How that goes.
I know I got a twin brother, and we used to fight like cats and dogs, bro. Like, bro, in the kitchen, it's like, bro, you got to move up out this kitchen. It's my kitchen now, I don't know why we used to be like that, but I look back on it and I'm like, man, I guess we was preparing each other for outside type shit.
Yeah, for sure. My little brothers, they was some little demons though. Like when they get into it with they homies or something, they tearing their ass up. So. I mean, we used to get into it. It calmed down as we got older though. You know what I'm saying? It was just like here and there, but for the most part, shit was cool.
Growing up, what was one thing that you wanted to be?
So I always fucked with the music, bro. I've been like fucking with music. I wanted to do something in music. I didn't know if it was rapping or what it was, but it was something like entertainment. More so like music or like some type of acting or some shit like that. So, and then like owning my own stove, just being a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like being a boss, owning my own shit, doing something with business or like entertainment, like one or the other or both. Shit.
What was your favorite like album growing up?
Man, shit, the Blueprint raised me, shit, for real. I was fucking with Jay-Z, super heavy, the Blueprint, and then Wayne, and the other Carter, so I was fucking with that shit, too.
Man, the Blueprint probably, I ain't gonna say it's Jay-Z's best album, you feel me, because Hov got a lot of solid projects, but the Blueprint definitely cold, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of little shit, like gems and stuff, like Jay-Z was just giving a lot of gems, so, like, I was rocking with that, like, man. Just teach you how to move. You trying to get some money,
I know the Dynasty was cold too.
It wasn't a Blueprint though. It was raw though. It had some. I like the production and the content on that was raw. And, you got a lot of good features on that, too. So I was fucking with that, too. But the Blueprint probably, like, I'd probably say it's my favorite Jay-Z album.
So at what age would you say you wrote your first song?
Hell nah. Shit. I probably like 6 or 7 or some shit.
Damn.
My cousin, he used to try to rap too and shit. But then when I grew up, I found out like this nigga was just rewriting niggas shit.
Niggas raps.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo ass cap. I was making that shit up for real. And he was out here just, So that was I started making raps probably like 6 or 7, and then my OG, they had put me in private school, so like, I grew up on 80th. I went to school on 95th and Vincennes, and they used to have like plays and like all this other little shit, and I used to always like get the lead roles for that shit. Like it used to be like they just want me to doing that shit, so like I was fucking around with that, and then like I was just always like somewhere around that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, and then my homies was making beats and stuff. Like all of it just like crazy how that played out. Yeah.
Did you ever go to a public school?
Yeah. No, I only went to private school for like the first 2 years. So like I was like probably like what's that, like 2nd grade. I went to public school for the rest of the year. Yeah.
So even though you was young when you went to private school, like what was the immediate change that you saw once you hit that public school?
Just niggas from my block, the other blocks that we was into it with. That was the only different shit. I see they ass shit at school. That's it. Shit.
Now,
private schools was fucking. I mean, everybody. I mean, it was the same. It was going up in the private schools when I was short. I ain't gonna lie.
But at the same time, you had different, I would say, probably different curriculum and different opportunities at the private school that you didn't have at the public school.
Shit, I was young, so I probably don't remember that much. But shit, I know when I went to private school, I was like, these motherfuckers dumb as hell. I do know that. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers stupid as hell. Like, yeah, that's about it though. Shit, I mean, I was only like 2nd grade though, bro. So I only did like kindergarten and 1st grade and that shit. And then I went to public school. Walking. I used to get a ride to school when I was in private school because that shit was like 10 blocks away. But then when I went to public school, I used to walk to school. Street. So I see all the little bullshit going on through the neighborhood as I'm walking to school. You know what I'm saying? And then, I started getting in trouble and shit. We started ditching school. I mean, young. We was just young and reckless as hell, me and my little homie. So OG used to be up there all the time on my ass. So she tried to get me out the city.
What would you say is like a big difference from childhood Chicago to now you as a grown man in Chicago?
Shit, I be moving around a lot. So like, shit, when I got age, shit, I had moved to Beverly and shit. I mean, it's still like in the city, but it's a little dipped off. So I mean, you just gotta know how to move. Really, I mean, it's the same. When you say like, what you mean, like, as a kid,
like as a shorty, I ain't gonna say we was blind to the shit that was happening outside. You feel me? But we used to play, we used to run around, ride our bikes, all types of shit.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I had kids. I don't know if you got kids or not.
Yeah, I got kids.
Nowadays, I can't see myself being comfortable with my kids being outside like we was outside.
Yeah, man.
Because we was outside.
You know what I mean? And the shit is, I mean, even back then, though, like, we was shorties outside, but, I mean, on my block, when I grew up, like, it was shit going on when I was outside, like, you know what I'm saying? The big homies would come through the block, like, shit, y'all need to go in the crib, you feel me? And then that shit is just go up, you feel me? Well, depending on how that shit happen, you might, shit'll get started while you outside, but that shit been going on forever, bro, for real. So it's like, nah, my shorties can't kick it outside in the city. They don't even stay in the city, so like I just recently moved to the A, so my shorties, they in the A. You know what I'm saying? Get on my battle, you know what I'm saying? That's something to look forward to.
What made you make that move to Atlanta?
Shit, I mean, I moved during COVID, shit. It was closed up here, and I had a lot of opportunities on some shit, so like as far as music, a lot of shit was still open. Just an opportunity. I'll still be out like every other week though, so it's like I'm just back and forth, just trying to get more exposure.
As far as the music go, how has Atlanta been a breath of fresh air for you?
It's a different sound. I think they're more accepting too. Like they at a point where we trying to get to here. Like I see like certain things more than here in Chicago right now, but like they already there in Atlanta. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it be like a lot of like politics still here, like the political game in a certain sense. Like you kind of just weave right past that there. You know, it's like if you got talent and they fuck with your sound, you gone, bro. But at the crib, I mean, you know, it be different sometimes, bro. You know, it just be different.
Now it seemed like Atlanta ain't never closed because of COVID. You feel me?
It
Was it really lit like that while everybody else in the crib?
Yeah, it's like regular life, bro. Like nothing changed out there. Like I used to come back to the crib and like on the weekend and be like, man, we y'all alone. What you mean? We in the crib, and that shit ain't like that down there. Like everybody outside still like when we first moved out there, I drove out there like you know what I'm saying. I'm driving out there when we hit Georgia. I go in the gas station. I had my mask on and everything. Everybody looking at me and my
Like
family.
you finna rob that motherfucker.
Why y'all got the mask on? Like where y'all from? They make y'all wear those? Like I caught me off guard. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. And then as I'm out there, I'm just that shit like. I mean, they wear masks sometimes, but now like you know a lot of people vaccinated, so ain't nobody wearing no mask nowhere out there. Like, period.
The South,
no mask.
The South different. Like I went to
It ain't everywhere though in the South, bro. It ain't everywhere, bro. Like you go to Texas somewhere like that, they still kind of a little strict. But just like Atlanta, Georgia, bro, like it's everyday life still the same. Like never changed, bro, at all.
I know I went to Jackson State University in Mississippi when I went to college.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was just a different environment. I'll tell you this one story, bro. It was me and my homie. Like my homie was from Chicago with me. He drove down there, so he had his whip and shit. And we just left the liquor store, and for some reason he just wanted to do dumb shit behind the wheel. You feel me? End up spinning the whip around, whole tire fell off type shit. Mind you, we from out of town, we underage, and we got this alcohol in the car. So we dipped the alcohol off and shit, and the police eventually showed up, and we end up politicking with the police. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. It was a pickup truck, bro, driving down the street. He saw us with the police. Like, we literally in the middle of the street kicking it type shit. Like, this shit was crazy. He stopped, turned off his lights, bro, and started backing the fuck up. So, you know, we from the city, so we like, man, y'all got the guns. Y'all need to handle this type shit. So they end up flagging bro down, told him come. Tell me why this man had a fat ass pipe on the seat next to him, bro. All the police told him to do was put that motherfucker up and go on about your business, bro. I'm like, the fuck is going on
it's
down
even
here?
crazy in right now. But yeah, shout out to the HBCUs. I had tried to go to one. I went to A&M, Alabama A&M for a little minute. Shout out to the Bulldogs and shit.
Man, that shit was a decent experience. I don't know if I actually do whole 4 years in college, but that little time I was down there, it was decent. It was a change of scenery, and I stepped out on my own. I only had my mans down there, you feel me? So it wasn't no family that I could just run to, you know what I'm saying? I had to get on a plane or a train or some shit. So I appreciated that whole little moment. You feel me?
It was something different. Yeah, some of my guys, you know what I'm saying? I made some good friends while I was out there. I ain't finished it out there either, but yeah, I was fucking with the college scene though. Decent. The historically black colleges be decent.
Man, it should be busting low key. BET came down there, all types of shit.
Yeah, on the gun side, they don't like it's different out there though. Like anybody can like have a gun. Like you don't even need a gun card out there. Like,
I heard it was illegal for you to conceal your shit. Like if you got it, you gotta show that motherfucker.
Yeah, like in your car type shit. Yeah, like you gotta have it on a seat or something. Like or like if they like pull you over and they come like you just tell them like I got a gun on. That's it.
Crazy.
Nah, it's really crazy. Like when I first moved out there, I ain't have a license out there. I still don't, but I ain't have a license out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to like some people, you know, I know and shit. They like, yeah, bro, I could just sell you my gun. What?
Right? And it be cool.
Nah, for real. They can sell your gun, just write you a bill of sale. You straight.
That's crazy.
You can register it and everything, bro. No gun card, nothing.
Could you see yourself moving to Atlanta like on a permanent basis?
I don't know. I like it out there, though. I'll tell you that, bro. It's a lot of us out there, too. For real. It's nice, bro. It's all real nice, bro. Like this winter, man. I came home in February, bro. And I ain't come back. Like I came home in February. I got stuck in that blizzard, and I was like, I ain't coming back to Chicago
like, fuck this.
Until I hit it's like 85. So like, you know what I'm saying? I came back like end of May. I ain't been fucking with y'all.
Man, I ain't been in Atlanta in a long. Last time I was in Atlanta, I was like 12 years old.
Oh, you don't even know what's going on,
man. I had no idea. You feel me?
Man, it's busting out there, bro. Like for real, like. I mean, I love Chicago, man. Don't get me wrong, bro. I always come back here. I always have me a crib out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to come check in. Like, I can't go too many months without, checking in. But Atlanta, man, it's just you know what I'm saying? Like how we seen, like, the kids, right? Like, when we was shorties and the shit we seen, like, we was exposed to all this violence and all of the fuckery of life, right?
Yeah.
But, like, in Atlanta, bro, like, my kids would be able to experience, like, seeing black people wealthy. Like, you don't see black people wealthy unless they the dope boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or they playing basketball, or they rapping or some shit. Like, it's real black people in Atlanta that's just rich, bro. Like, really getting to it, like, established, bro. Like, you feel me? And then, like, they hospitable and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have this shit up here, like, you know what I'm saying? I was telling my guy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, up in Atlanta, like, as you walking around, like, motherfucker say, what's up to you? Like, I ain't never seen this motherfucker in my life, bro. What's up, man? How you doing? Up here, bro. That happened? Come on, man. You already know that's like, it's not the same, bro. They taking that a whole nother way.
Yeah.
But out there, everybody speaking, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different way of life out there, bro. So, like, I mean, and then it's crazy, too, because then, like, they pay more. Like, you get paid more out there, and it costs less to live. So, like, it don't even make sense, bro. So, like, cats out there doing their thing, bro. So it's like,
you loving Atlanta?
What?
You an Atlanta Hawks fan now?
Hell no. I'm just saying though, but like, if they go to the finals though, it's up. The city already on fire. That man, what?
They in Atlanta tonight, ain't they?
Yeah, they be going up out there. I mean, the Hawks don't got to go to the finals for Atlanta to bust though, bro. It's just every day it's something to do out there.
I don't feel like the Hawks gonna beat the Bucks. You feel me? But
they definitely going to the finals. The Hawks gonna beat the Bucks.
What?
And the Suns. We already know the Suns gonna beat the Clippers, and man, the Suns gonna win it all. That's what's gonna happen, bro.
You really got the Hawks getting past the Bucks?
Yeah.
Trae Young gotta have 40-point nights for the rest of the series, bro.
That's easy for him, though. See how he doing?
I feel like Atlanta, they right there. I feel like they just missing one more piece. You feel me?
Just I feel like the Bucks missing one piece too. Though.
I think the Bucks got it.
And then
bro.
You say Trae Young got to get 40 a night. Antetokounmpo got to score like 50 a night for them to win right now.
Bro, they just was up 40 on them game too, bro.
Okay, I mean, it's just.
I think the Bucks just better on paper and on the court than.
I mean,
they Hawks right
they
now.
bigger, faster, but. They just, I mean, they ain't come with it. Like, game 2, they came with it. Game 1, they got exposed. So I just feel like they got to go back to the drawing board. If they come out with the same game plan they came with in game 1, it's going to be real ugly tonight.
Man, I just can't see Atlanta winning another game. And
you say it's over? You said they ain't win another game?
I don't see them winning another game at all. They shouldn't even won the first game, you feel me? But Trae, once again, Trae went crazy. And then the Bucks down the stretch, they was tweaking. But
it wasn't just Trae that went crazy. His support, they did all right too. Like Collins, he was doing straight.
Bro, he gonna need the whole squad to turn up to beat the Bucks, bro.
I mean, of course, it's Giannis. I mean, you gotta go crazy, but I don't know. We gonna see though.
Man,
I mean, I would take that bet though if you say they gonna win one more game.
I've been hearing a lot of people say they picking the Suns to win it all. Man, to me, they not the I still got the Bucks to win it all, but with Chris Paul, like Chris Paul, the only real natural point guard that's still left in it.
That's what I'm saying. And he's still in the playoffs right now. Like, if we had like LeBron or somebody in the playoffs still, then I'd probably be like, all right. But it's over with, bro. The Nets already then tweaked. They tweaked. The Nets tweaked, bro. They should be here right now.
They lost off injuries. I say that.
They lost off injuries, but
KD still did it. KD, you feel me?
If I was a coach, I would have never got Kyrie or Harden because they never make it through a whole season, bro. For real. And I'm looking at it, bro. Like either they don't make it through a whole season or they jag when it's time to step up.
I can't put it on Kyrie or Harden just because both of them end up injured. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they
ain't built for it. Man.
I feel like if they was Kyrie went down on an ankle sprain, that was just unfortunate. You feel me? Harden went down with a hamstring. I feel like if the Nets was 100%, ain't nobody touching them.
But that's this year. You talking about the injuries they went down this year. What about previous years? They been in them same predicaments, same shit, bro. Through their whole career, bro.
Hey, we see when it come to Kyrie, I think people forget that Kyrie is the reason Cleveland ended their 50-year drought, bro. Kyrie hit that three. Kyrie won that game.
He did, but he also was injured when they needed him, bro.
All right, bro. So we ain't gonna agree on the basketball. You feel me?
We definitely not at this point. We not because man, they as a coach, if I was the GM, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't have did that. Just off the strength, they can't make it through the season and they choke when it's time. But they great players, though. I rock with both of them. So I just went on one team.
All right, now who would you say has been some of your influences coming out of Chicago?
On the music side, definitely Kanye. Kanye, probably I say Kanye the most. I rock with Common. I mean, shit, all the Chicago artists pretty much. I mean, like the OGs. I mean, I rock with all the new drill music, all that shit too. But like inspiration-wise, I have to say like the most. Like I say, probably Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Just like everything he did for like the whole culture in itself. Yeah.
It's hard for me to say Kanye slept on. You feel me? But it's like a Chicago influencer. Like I don't feel like Kanye get enough credit for. You feel me? One, changing the game, changing fashion. Yeah. Like, Kanye changed a lot of shit. And,
he didn't change a lot of shit.
And like, people rarely say Kanye from Chicago. You feel me?
Yeah, but shit, like, I don't really make all the same type of music like a typical Chicago artist make either. So, like, that's probably, like, one of the reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chicago artists, like, the drill sound like 3 6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? It's got more of a southern influence with the 808s and shit like that. So, of course, they would say, like, you know, somebody outside of Kanye because, like, his shit more like, you know, I don't know, man. It's just, his shit just so different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. It ain't no, it's creative and shit, you feel me? It ain't so much like on some trap shit or something like that, you feel me? Like, in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, motherfucker wants some shit that's gonna put them in that zone, you feel me? Kanye shit to make you think, you know what I'm saying? Or it's just like, it's just melodic or something like that, you know what I'm saying? It's not really got that, you know, you riding to that shit, you know what I mean? It's just a difference with that shit.
Now, for the people that's gonna watch this interview, like, who would you say you are as an artist?
Shit, as an artist, probably say, like, I'm a vibe, shit, I guess. Just be original. I guess original vibes. Fuck.
Nowadays, do you feel like it's hard to like be yourself as an artist? Do you feel like you gotta sound like this person, or you gotta take something from what's popping right now to make yourself pop as an artist?
Nah. I try to stay away from that. Like, I try to stay like as original as possible. Even if I do some shit like just like strictly like off the wall, I'm doing that shit like on purpose just to be like outside of what's going on. Like, I got this new ad lib and shit like I've been fucking with, like, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing that shit since I've been dropping like these little Sitch projects, And that's just kind of like to stay away from what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, like, you know what I'm saying? Just have some shit that is like, oh, okay, ain't nobody fucking with that shit. Like, this original, bro, did this shit, ain't nobody else doing it. Or like, the beats I'm picking, you know what I'm saying? I'll make, like, you know, and then I'll be, you know, have my hand in the production too. So, like, I feel like that kind of like keep me different too, you know, keep my hand into like what I'm putting out completely from like how it's made with the production, the visuals, all that shit. I keep my hand in all that. So like, try to make sure it stay original. And then like, you know, Chicago, man, I mean, like we done had the city, I mean, the music game for a minute, like the scope been on the city for a while since Keith and the drill scene, like it's been real heavy. I mean, we had Lupe and Kanye and all of them prior to that, which, you know, gave us like some credibility, and then we had the drill scene came through, you know. That just put like a lot of focus and attention, and that attention really still there, you know what I'm saying? Like we had like a couple artists just take it, you know, and they still making something off of it. And then we got certain artists that came from that era that still consistently still in the game. So like, don't think it's not cats out here that's looking at underground artists in Chicago or niggas that's like building the influence on the streets or in the city. They know what's going on out here, man. Like they watching this shit. So like, when you say like, is it hard to like keep myself original? Kinda, cause they taking all the shit we come up with, like, everything we come up with. That shit be out there in the streets. Like shit. I know you seen the memes. Motherfuckers over in the UK making drill music and shit. Like they taking everything we come up with. So
I know Atlanta.
of course.
I know Atlanta got their own sound, but how much of a Chicago influence do you see or find in Atlanta?
I say Atlanta is itself. You know what I'm saying? They music. I wouldn't say they music sound like Chicago more so. Like they might use our slang here and there, or try to dress, I guess, some shit like that. But like overall, musically, like I feel like they still kind of like sound like they sell. We just, you know, kind of use the lingo.
So you got a lot of people that say Chicago can't come together like Atlanta. You feel me? In these past couple years, I've seen Chicago make a change as far as the music go, to where you will see certain people that you wouldn't see together. You feel me? They may not broadcast that shit, but it's slowly turning the tide for Chicago as far as a music powerhouse and on the business side of Chicago music. You feel me? I feel like we evolving. And I would probably have to say a lot of Chicago have migrated to Atlanta. So maybe they picked up on some of that culture and just brought it back to the city.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But like I was saying earlier, like yeah, bro, like I see Chicago making that change too. Like shit, but I see us like, you know what I'm saying, making that effort in certain situations or circumstances, like what you saying. Like we'll see, you know what I'm saying. It's happening. It's just not happening at the same pace, you know. But it's making the right. We heading in the right direction. We taking the right steps. I feel like, you know, like I just feel like, you know, ego, if anything, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of beef out there, but the motherfucker be having egos too. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody just, you know, come together, man. There's so much money in this shit, and like they showing us. I mean, you go out there, bro. They showing you, and then like I mean, it's just like they just got to come together, like you said, bro. And it's happening slowly. I feel like it's a few, you know, people in Chicago just pushing that, and like, you know, salute to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's like pushing it, like, you know, and then like, you know, it's platforms like this one that's like helping them, you know what I'm saying, cross path in a sense too. So like, you know, more shit like this is opening up across the city, and then like just a lot a lot more creative outlets right now in the city. You feel me? Like, well, creators can go in and create. You feel me? So like, with more of that coming to the city too, because that's another thing Atlanta got way more than we got. Like they got places where you can go to create. You feel me? You don't really got that here. Like you feel me? Like they get into it though. Like we got some shit that's really building, and like it's gonna make a difference. Like the artists that's coming up now, they're gonna have opportunity to really like be at that level. Like certain shit, like that's what I'm saying. Like in Chicago, like this shit been here, but everybody ain't had access to it. You feel me? Like that's what I mean. Like in Atlanta though, like if there's some shit out there, bro, like everybody has access to it, bro. Like it don't matter if you like top tier artist or like you just getting started, bro, you got some way to get access to that. Out here, for instance, like say you shooting a video, right, and you want to go to somewhere like where it's a set, you feel me? You can set it up, arrange it how you want to. That shit been here for years, but that shit just not getting open or access to even videographers just even coming about this information. You feel me? But this shit been here for a very long time. You feel me? So like now this shit is like changing because like the people, the creators is changing the shit. They driving that. You feel me? So like the more that we do that and come together and everybody like aligned and stop trying to limit shit or make shit exclusive. That's how you open this shit up. Like that shit gotta die.
And that's how you get to the bag too.
Exactly,
you can't treat everything like it's a limited pair of shoes or some shit.
They be trying to monopolize the game, bro. You feel me? They want everything come in one way, but what they don't understand is, bro, you finna bring in so much more money. It's enough money for us all. But we're doing that type of shit, you gonna bring it. It's gonna flood everybody. Like, for instance, like, you know what I'm saying, a couple years ago, me and a couple of the homies that do shows around the city, like, you know, I got my clothing line, Bred Cloth and Culture. You know, I had my little project out, so I started creating merchandise, right? I was doing merch. We was doing pop-up shops, and at the pop-up shops, we was having live performances. I was selling my merchandise. You know, it was fully sponsored through me, my company. So then I was doing festivals, South by Southwest, A3C. So I started linking up with other Chicago promoters or entertainment companies that did the same. We linked together and we put on events at like South by Southwest and shit like that. You feel me? Like, and that type of stuff, like it builds like what we should be building here. You know what I'm saying? Those opportunities for more Chicago artists to get seen on a bigger platform.
Nice.
And then like those companies or entertainment segments that's putting that type of shit together, they come together. That's a powerhouse right there. You feel me? I mean, that's all it really take. But then it be egos, like who name gonna be on the fucking, you know, flyer, and like who name going first and all of that. Like that shit be weird as hell, bro. Yeah. When there's money involved, like let's just get paid. Like I don't that shit that I don't understand, and I'm glad it's changing because it's for the longest it was just like, man, this shit goofy. You know what I mean?
You know, egos kill a lot of shit, man.
Nice.
You briefly spoke on your Stitch series. Now, what exactly is that?
Well, shit, being situated, just being situated. So like the whole concept behind it is like, I've been working on, the music shit for a while, and then like I had to not stop recording, but like stop putting shit out. I had stopped, putting shit on social media. I had just fell out the game for a minute. Well, not really fell out the game, but just doing a lot of shit in the background. Had a couple of deals on the table. COVID kind of fucked up a lot of shit for me. So the 6 series was just like me coming back to the game. I had promised the fans that I was going to release some music and shit. So I had promised them, a 3-part series for the Super Sitchy. I had never released it, so, I just came out swinging and shit. So the goal is, to keep releasing short EPs all year, like every 3 weeks. I'm gonna release like a 3-song or a 5-song project, couple videos in between the release of the projects. Then I got some major shit going on. Shout out to my homie Platinum at Iridium. We doing a merch collab for the 6 series. So right now I'm setting up all of like just finalizing everything. The pop-up shop gonna be at Block 37 at the new Iridium location at Joint Fly, man. Make sure I go check that out. But we're gonna be doing a pop-up there with the release. Some shit just happened where I had to push back this last project because it's gonna be like the 3rd one, so like a trilogy or whatever. So with the 3rd release, I'm gonna kind of triple it. So instead of 3 songs, get like 9 songs on this one. It's gonna have the merch line that released with it. Then I want to set up a couple shows. I want to do the first one here in Chicago, and then have one in maybe Atlanta and maybe Cali or some shit, something like that. That's what I'm working on right now.
You seem real strategic behind everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? So how much thought and preparation do you actually put into everything that you got going on? Because it seemed like you think years ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, I've been messing around with the music stuff for a minute, man. And with that, at first it was all for the love, and I was just young and just, going at it heavily, not even like planning or writing shit down and then executing. And then you just like with wisdom, bro, and time, with doing anything, I just feel like at this point, I'm almost at like, a mastery level with like understanding or receiving the knowledge or understanding or the formula, I guess. Everything got a formula, right? So like I just feel like I understand the formula a little better with like this whole shit with the music and shit. So I'm always thinking about that shit, bro, to be honest with you. I took, during the time between, battling with the label and the deal I had on the table and still recording on a daily, you know what I'm saying? And then like my clothing line and my brand, I have an entertainment segment, the Bred. Pretty much my Bred company, we, was going to different states, setting up, platforms, for artists, to be able to spread their creativity, whether you was a painter, like we had painters there, I mean, it was dope, man. We was really on another level with it. And COVID kind of like slowed a lot of that shit down. But, it's a good and bad with that, right? So, I was moving so fast, but I wasn't really kind of like, letting everything kind of set in or everything that was going on. So, like, I feel like that time, I had an opportunity to kind of sit down a little bit, kind of helped me be even more strategic, and plan it all the way through before releasing, And that's something I tell any artist that's coming up, man. Make sure you know exactly what's going to happen from the start to finish, or at least have an idea, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be an artist, you got to know, like, what's your music name? Like, what's your first 3 projects? How many songs they going to have on them? When they going to release, you know what I'm saying? Which one's going to be the hit ones off of it? Where you going to shoot the videos at for them joints? Like, you shot all this shit done before you even put the first one out. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm trying to come with it. Like, because I wanted to be consistent this time. I done stepped out there a couple times, but I get hot and then, like, I had ran out of steam because I ain't think of, you know what I'm saying? I ain't go far enough ahead in the plan. So, like, I want to do this shit like reality TV almost. Like, they'll fucking shoot for 6 months and then they'll put that out on them. While we watching that shit, they recording more shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay ahead of the game like that right now. So, everything you see now, this shit, I did this shit 6, 8, 10 months ago, a year ago. I already got 2, 4, 5, 6 projects. Next year, I'm already ready for. I got videos in the safe I'm already ready for. I got stuff I'm in the process of setting up, or I already done seen the blueprints for the next merchandise and know the names to the next title or series.
Yeah.
I don't really want no deal like with no heavy like come sign me unless like they finna just throw me like a stupid ass bag. But even with that, I wouldn't want to get signed as just an artist. Just give me a label or imprint. You feel me? Let me run my own shit. I take the money though, but we get it together. You feel me? So that's what I'm aiming for right now. Just trying to do this shit. Cause that's the formula, man. If you understand that, you really don't need a label. You can go get distribution through fucking United Masters, DistroKid, any of that shit right now. You don't really need a label at all, but you gotta follow them other steps to a T. That's the game.
Now, starting at 6 or 7 years old, bro. Like, what advice would you give your younger self?
Don't do nothing else but this. Like don't go try to play sports. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to go to college. Don't go get a job. Don't do nothing else. Just stay. Keep your head down. Just keep your head down, bro. For real, bro. And write that shit down. And scratch that shit off the list as it comes. That's what I would tell myself.
Now, before we get up out of here, go ahead, plug whatever you need to plug. Give them your social media so they can get in tune with you and just talk your shit, bro.
Super Sitchy on the way. We got Sitch Part 2, Sitch Sport out right now on all DSPs. Make sure you download that shit. Follow me on IG, Bobby Bred, Bred. And then follow me on Twitter, Bred Bobby. Appreciate you having me today, bro. Salute to Illinois Radio.
Man,
shout out to my boy Jay.
Man, I appreciate you for coming through, and especially that little last gem that you dropped, bro, about understanding and planning what you got going on. I feel like a lot of artists nowadays, like they'll record some shit and they won't have a plan for it. They'll just drop a full project, bro. No videos done, no single, nothing that they want to push, just a full project. You know what I'm saying? So you just saying, like, bro, just sit down, think about that shit before you actually drop any piece of music. I think that's a gem, man. So salute to you for dropping that, because a lot of people, bro, they just go off the whim. They wake up and like, man, I'm gonna do this shit and just do it. You feel me? Which ain't nothing wrong with that, but
that's because they be seeing that shit working. Today's day and age, bro, they think. Like, and that's why I think, like, that's a misconception of the game. They think these motherfuckers be getting on overnight, bro. They really didn't sit down and thought this shit all the way out, bro. Don't let them fool you, man. It happened for maybe 1 in a million, bro, but you can make this money for real. Just sit down and think on it for a second.
I don't think there's no such thing as overnight success, bro. Even if that was their first song that they dropped, bro, they had to be working before that, you know.
Well, they at least was thinking about that shit. Even they might not have said nothing to nobody, but they was thinking about it like that. Exactly, I agree with you, bro. Like it looks, you know what I'm saying, perception to kill, you know what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. So once again, bro, I appreciate you for coming through, chopping it up with me. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
I really, really appreciate that, because I done had people reach out to me for interviews and then blow me off. So, you know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody slide, they be on time, bro. I appreciate all that shit. Like, no lies, bro.
Big facts. I woke up in Atlanta today, nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy. You feel me? For you to travel to come chop it up with me. And like I say, man, somebody on 69th that hit me and they ain't even pull up. You feel me? So I salute you for coming and chopping it up with me, bro.
Anytime, bro. I'm gonna be back soon, though, bro. With some merchandise for you too. I'm gonna be back real soon, bro.
Say less, man. Now, this has been another episode of Conversations with Jay.